knives and guns and all
Yeah,
the other
literally.
things. I'm fine with
those.
the inanimate objects are fine. I think it's the random additional body parts
Okay,
that
so
I'm
you
like,
don't watch tentacle porn, heard?
no.
That's the intro.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dirty Poor Podcast. I'm your host, Allison.
And I'm your other host, Bri.
And today we are talking about all of the tropes that we don't like, because a few episodes ago we talked about several that we do like and things we're into or we're not into. So we're going to kind of dive deep into the things that we absolutely hate.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go into voicemails from Isabel, which is a Netflix movie that recently came out. And it is not based on a book, but I think it's one of the best movies that's come out so far this year. So let's
very
dig into
entertaining.
it.
All right. Would you like to first of all,
Cheers.
cheers.
Happy 4th, everybody.
Happy 4th of July.
It will be after the 4th when you see this, but it's
Probably.
almost the 4th for us right now.
Yeah. We decided to do just one camera and
Yeah, just a
chilling.
quick little something. We're both on different books right now.
Yeah.
We're going to sync back up to another book for next week. But I had a couple that I wanted to finish, and then Bri went on a book buying adventure, so
Yeah.
we might have more coming soon.
I got bored. Okay. And I had a mental breakdown. When I have a mental breakdown, I buy books.
As you should.
As I should. It's better than drinking.
It is. Yeah, there could be worse things you're doing.
As what is her name? Rizzo from Grease says there are worse things I could do.
There are worse things that I could do.
Right,
Do you want to jump into voicemails from Isabel first?
Yeah, let's do that first.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
So where's my phone go? Hold,
please.
It has all the information on it. So voicemails. Is it to Isabella or from Isabella? For Yes.
Four.
Voicemails for Isabel is a movie on Netflix. It is a romantic comedy, and she actually watched it first. I watched it with my mom because I wanted a good cry, if you will. But it's basically a movie about this character, Jill, played by Zoe Deutch. Deutch? Dutch? Sure. Zoe Deutch and her sister, Isabel, dies from cancer. Or it's not cancer, it's some...
she has
cystic fibrosis.
Fibrosis.
Cystic fibrosis.
That
Run it again.
she'll get there.
Cystic fibrosis.
Yes.
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 Okay. But she has that disease, and she passes away. And Jill comes home and is clearly distraught. Like they were best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie starts out when they're kids, and you kind of see them grow up together a little bit. And Jill's kind of outliving her life, and Isabella's stuck at home, but living vicariously through her. And they're besties.
Yeah, through their phone calls, they're always talking to each other, talking about boys. And Jill purposefully goes out and like has these crazy experiences so she can call Isabel and tell her all about them. So Isabel's not alone, stuck at home.
Yeah.
Which I find very cute.
It is very sweet.
As a big sister, that's like very
sweet. I loved it.
Yes, and then she dies.
It's tragic.
It's so sad.
That will be your first cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because she's like, no, I'm here. I'm here. Where is she? And I'm like, she's dead.
Yeah. And she's literally about to go home to see them in like a couple of days. Buys her ticket and then doesn't make it home in time.
Yeah.
It was tragic.
It was so sad. And then, so a month or so goes by. More than a month, because it shows the passage of time with all of Jill's plants dying in her house. Which, does she live in a garage?
No, I think it's just kind of like a funky apartment. It's set in San Francisco, and she moved there to go to culinary school, and she's learning under this ridiculous culinary teacher who is his
I don't think it's her job. It's not school. She already went to culinary school.
I thought it was school.
No, it's her job.
That's her job?
She was going to be the head. She was trying to be the head baker by the
Oh,
end.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I thought it was some type of school, but anyway, apparently it's her job. But it's set in San Francisco, but she does have this kind of like funky apartment. She's got kind of a very like eclectic, like indie style to
You
her.
enter through the garage, and then there's a door, and then you're in her apartment. And it's a fully furnished apartment.
It's very weird.
like kitchen, bathroom in a one room. So it's a studio.
I guess it's a studio with a garage.
Yeah, it was
kind of
interesting. It's an interesting layout. But anyway, so she gets there and all of her plants are dead.
Yeah.
So that's how you know, like, the passage of time goes by and she's depressed, obviously. Her
Very.
sister just died and she has sex with the weirdest sex ever with one of her sous chefs, baker. I don't know what the right term is for bakers.
He's a co-worker.
He's a co-worker.
Yeah.
And he cries after sex.
Which was the funniest
And
thing.
it's just, and he's like, what is he saying while he's like going? He's like, tell me I'm good or something like that.
It's very, it was weird. I kind of didn't watch that whole part because I was like, this is very
I was with
awkward.
my mom, so we were both like, you see that?
It's very,
That's
it's very
weird.
strange.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
First you're crying and then you're fucking laughing at this man. And so then she goes to her favorite bench and calls her sister because that's what she would do. She would call her sister, and her sister's number is now with a man named Wes.
Yes, and he lives in Austin, Texas.
Which is where she's from, which oddly.
Yeah, she is. They're both from the same area, but she's in San Francisco for this job. But yeah, he starts getting like all of these random phone calls because he has also just gotten like a new position, new job kind of situation. And he got a new work phone, and it just happens to be Isabel's number.
Yeah. And so she calls and leaves voicemails every time, and he listens to them, which is problematic.
It's very invasive.
But he doesn't know that it's her dead sister.
Yes, he does not know that. He thinks this is just some girl who's got the wrong number. And he does attempt to text her at one point and say, hey, you've got the wrong number. And he gets distracted and never sends the text message. And then her voicemails start getting a little juicier. And he's like,
and he's in it
entertaining.
Now.
You know, I want to know.
He's listening to the voicemails going, no, Jill, no, don't sleep with him.
Don't do it, Jill.
Jill, no, you're better than this.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't know who Jill is.
No, he has no idea who she is.
Finds her on Instagram. That's the only reason why he knows who Jill is. But
yeah,
his boss like offers him not a position, but like an opportunity in San Francisco. And he takes it because he wants to run into Jill.
Yep.
And he does. He goes to this other guy that Jill slept with once has a podcast about trying to make women feel bad about themselves for dating and stuff.
It's very like
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. It would be the least listened to podcast.
But
ever.
Yeah, but so she was at his meet and greet and she blew up on him. It was basically like, you suck. Ladies, he slept with me and then ghosted me, and here he is telling all of us that we're the problem when he's the problem.
The men are the problem.
Yep. And so she leaves, goes and gets a sandwich and goes and sits on her favorite bench, calls her sister and leaves a voicemail about it. And she goes, I wish a guy would come and sit right next to me on the bench and we would just lock eyes and we would know.
Yes.
And I was like, no. Because then here comes Wes.
And Jill is described as like a chipmunk in this movie because every time something important happens to her, she has a mouthful of food.
Iconic, honestly.
Same.
What a woman.
I mean, always.
But they have this like romantic time together. They like basically fall in love.
Yeah, they decide that they're gonna platonically like explore the city because one of the things is she's, Austin's known for being a little weird and a little funky, and she misses home, misses her family, and she's like, hey, I have not found like this experience in San Francisco. And so he's like, well, let's do it together.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And they do. And it's a fun little montage of them doing stuff around San Francisco. And then he asks if she'll go to his best friend's wedding with him. And she says, sure. Goes. And that's when everything blows up.
Yes. So they're at the wedding and he's being like the perfect gentleman and is like, oh, stay warm, wear my jacket. What he does not remember is that his work phone is in his jacket pocket. and he goes off to get them drinks, and he actually calls Isabel, which is his work phone now, and leaves her a voicemail.
No, Jill was calling.
Oh,
Isabel.
never mind. Jill was calling.
Jill was calling
Jill calls
Isabel.
That's right.
To tell her all about the wedding and how perfect it is, how perfect he is, and the phone like starts ringing, and so does the jacket.
Yes, and when she pulls the phone out, he has changed the name in the phone from just a random number to say Isabel.
No, it says Jill.
No, I thought it said Isabel.
It says Jill.
Does it?
Yeah. Which, because
Okay.
I remember that, because I was like, that's so stupid, dude. Why would you do that?
Maybe it does.
Yeah.
Anyway, it says Jill. And she's like, what the fuck is this? And then comes to the realization that he now has her sister's number.
And it was, I will say, she said the most iconic line.
Which part?
She was like, I wasn't putting this out into these calls out into the universe, telling the universe that I need a man. I need my sister back.
That's right.
And I was like, you do need your
sister back.
And I'm just bawling my eyes out. My mom's bawling her eyes out, because I'm sure she was thinking about my aunt. My mom is the oldest sister to my aunt. And so she was probably thinking about her. And this whole movie, I was like, I'm so sorry, Mom, that you were watching this movie about a younger sister dying, and you're the older sister, and this is probably really hard for you.
It's very traumatic. Yeah.
But so they stop talking to each other. She ends up quitting her job. She opens a food truck with another one of her coworkers, not the one she slept with.
The only other female coworker.
The only other female coworker.
Yeah.
And finds her people in San Francisco, finally.
Yeah.
And comes back home to Austin, where it's New Year's, and he calls and says, hey, it's the first time he's talking to her, and I thought this was very sweet of him. He bought a year for the phone. He said, I'm not gonna I got a new phone from work, a different number, but I bought the number for a year. So if you continue, you can still call Isabel and leave voicemails, and I won't listen to any of them. And if you want to continue doing it from a year from now, I will buy another year worth. And I was just like, damn, this man, like it was shitty what he did. I would never condone listening to, like, once you found out who Isabel was.
Yeah, you should have stopped.
Should have stopped.
Or at least sent hey, this is the wrong number.
I'm
Don't
so sorry
leave
for your
these
loss, but
anymore. Yeah.
Or even like, if you want to continue, I won't listen to them.
Yeah.
But at least saying something.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Or block the number so she can't call anymore. Do something.
Do something.
Yeah.
But instead he bought a year, and it was very sweet. And he was like, I'm going to Jose's, which is their favorite Mexican restaurant, tonight. If you would like to meet me, please do. And she does. And he moves to San Francisco with her.
Yeah.
And
little other side thing that he does that's really, really quick is there's like a supporting character who's like the IT guy at the company that he works for.
Literally the whole plot of this movie.
And he's kind of like bullied him into getting information on people before so he can close these big deals at work. But the guy who's the IT guy has been like, I'm not doing this for you anymore. This is hella illegal. And he goes to him one more time and offers him his most perfect possession, which is like a collectible card from
because he's a
card game, because he's like a closet nerd kind of thing. And he's like, this is my prized possession. At one point, all of the voicemails on Jill's phone
that Isabel had left her, that she listens to all the time, got deleted.
They got deleted. So he goes to IT guy and gives him his prized possession. He's like, I will never ask you for anything else again, but do this last thing for me. Get into that phone and recover those voicemails. And he does. He's like the hero of the story.
He does. He's the unsung hero of the story.
Hero of the story.
But at the end of the movie, and that was so sweet.
It was very sweet.
Her getting all of the voicemails back in her dead sister's room.
Oh, yeah.
Tears. Again,
oh, yeah.
flowing.
I was bawling by this point.
And then they go and live happily ever after in San Francisco. And he's going to ask to move in with her. But he calls Isabel and asks for her to give him a sign. And at the exact same time, Jill is calling Isabel and is telling her that it's the last time she's going to talk to her.
Yeah.
Because she found joy again and all this stuff. And he's like, he's on the phone. He's like, literally any sign. Like, a bird.
Just give me something.
Just give me, and he's like listing things, like not getting off the phone with Isabel, being like,
Yeah.
just any sign that I should do this. I'm not taking no for an answer, really. Just give me a sign.
Yeah.
And their favorite, Jill and Isabel's favorite song comes on.
Which they have a choreographed dance too, and it's adorable. They've had it since they were kids.
Yep. And she just starts dancing, and this is where I quite literally fell apart. Because in the background, while she's dancing,
Mid-dance routine,
you can see Isabel
also dancing with her.
also dancing, and I lost
Yep.
it.
I was toast at that point. I couldn't handle myself anymore.
I looked at my mom and I was like, and she's dancing with her.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm crying now.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was
just thinking about it.
Torn apart.
Ugh.
Torn apart. But then he has also learned the dance routine and joins in with her and surprises her, and they have like this big.
And the second that he joins in, Isabel disappears.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's such a good detail.
That's so sweet. Oh, it was so good.
Such a good movie.
I think it's the best like rom-com of the year.
It was the same one that created that one. Oh my gosh, it's on Netflix too. It has Set It Up.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, it's really good.
It's good?
That's
Okay.
a good one. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to watch that one next.
I believe it's by like the same director. I could be completely wrong, but it gave the same vibe.
Same vibe.
Throughout the movie. So yeah, it was a great movie. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yes.
He gave a little bit of red flags for doing that one thing, but
he redeemed himself.
He redeemed himself. And speaking
Yes.
of red flags, let's talk about red flags in books.
Let's talk about some red flags in books. So we made a little bit of a list of things that we don't like, but you know, we never yuck your yum. We don't yuck your yum.
I will yuck your yum.
I will not yuck your yum. And I'll try anything once. But if it's something that you're into and you think we should be into it, and maybe we've not read the correct book for the things we're mentioning, let us know. If you're like, I get you don't like that, but you should try this book, maybe we've just not had the right recommendation for these things.
These are just things that when we read the book, if this happens, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done reading the book.
You know, if the plot is really, really, really good, it might be good enough to keep me going through the book and at least finish it.
Yeah.
But for some of these, I either won't pick it up at all if I know it's in there, or if I get into it a little bit, I'm like, this is too much. I move on.
Yeah, I'm bored.
Yeah. So do you want to start with one, or you want me to start with one?
You can start with one.
Okay. I'm gonna skip around a little bit here. I'm not a huge fan of massive age gaps in books. That's not something that I particularly enjoy. I don't want to read a book about a 20-year-old girl and a 55-year-old man.
Yeah, no, that's gross to me.
That's not my thing.
I can get behind like a 10-year age
10,
gap.
15, maybe 20. We're pushing it.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
That's a little too much.
Yeah, because I'm like,
for me.
you were like 30 when she
You
was
were
born.
a child.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy work. Heck no. No, thank you. I can do an age gap. Not that big though.
Yeah, not a really, really
it
big
gives
one.
a creep.
I'm not a big fan of someone or the main character in the book being like the chosen one and then hating their life being the chosen one. Like, oh, poor you. You're the next king of England.
Grow up.
Suck it up, brother. There are worse things in the world.
I will say there's some where it's like the ones where the girl, it's actually, hello? Calm down. It's time to take birth control.
Take a birth control.
There's, it's in here. This one. Court of Thorn and Roses. I only read that book. I have read none of the other books. But like a fantasy thing where it's like she's the chosen one, but she doesn't, like, if she wasn't there, then why, like, that makes no sense to me.
Yep.
But any version of the chosen one is like, it's hit or miss. Like Percy Jackson,
that's fine.
That's great.
Yeah.
Loved that.
Yeah.
Because he bucked up and dealt with it.
Yes.
But like, ones where they complain the entire time.
Yeah, I'm not.
And
a fan.
then in like the third final book, they're finally like, the chosen one. It's like, no,
Yeah,
you lost me.
You've had all this time to figure that out. Complaining in general is not a big thing for me.
I can do some only because like if it's a fantasy book and she gets dropped in this fantasy world,
That's different.
that's different. If you're complaining, I'd complain too.
I would complain too.
But if you're complaining about like tiny things like this man made me mad 10 chapters ago, like get over it.
Yeah, or you're reliving the same thing over and over and over again. Or you have friends that complain the entire book, or they're bitchy. We had a lot of that in Saps and Secrets that we talked about.
Hated them.
Where her like the side characters of the book just sucked. They completely and another part, there were too many of them.
Yeah.
Too many side characters.
Too many characters really ruins the book for me, because then half the time I'm like, wait, okay, so this person does this thing and this person does this thing. Who's this person again? Oh, huh? And then it's just too confusing.
I'm not one to like go back really usually and like reread full chapters to try to figure something out. If I have to keep going back and forth to read chapters,
not worth it.
I'm not going to finish it.
No.
You said you're not a fan of mathematical errors.
I am not, and neither is our producer Ashley. If you can't do basic math, don't try and have time jumps.
Yes.
With ages, with periods of time, like just don't do it, because if you say that this person was born 20 years ago and then you flash forward to present day and they're 24, no, they're not. In fact, that's not true.
Yes, that is not
especially
true.
Ones where it's like this person was 32 6 years ago and now they're
45.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, that makes no
that
sense.
No math. No math.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Like, because that'll lose me immediately. Because then I'll be like, what else is going to be wrong in this book?
Yes.
That I have to do basic math for you.
You kind of mentioned it. Severe time jumps in books as well.
Yeah, if we're time jumping 20. Okay, time jumps at the beginning of the book, fine.
Yes.
Like going from like they started in high school and now they like 10 years later they're back in the same town. Okay, that's fine.
You reconnect.
Yeah.
Yes.
But doing like 5 years in the past, 5 years in the future, 10 years in the past, 10 years and it's just going back and forth, and the times are changing.
Yes. It's hard to keep up.
I'm confused.
Yes.
You're fucking confused.
I'm extra confused.
Yeah, no. And then that for sure ruins the math of it all.
Oh, 100%.
Because then you're getting confused with your math and then I'm confused with your math and it just becomes, then I got to get a calculator.
Yes.
I shouldn't need a calculator for a romance book.
Romance book. Nope. Never. Nope. Plot holes.
Yeah. I like, why don't you take this one?
Kind of the same thing when you're jumping around too much in timeline. If you're jumping around too much in the plot, I'm not only not able to keep up, I might miss what the whole plot of the book is. And again, I'm not going back and forth 10 times and trying to reread things to figure out who characters are or what happened and when. Make the plot consistent.
Especially like big plot holes where it's like at the beginning they say they have a brother and then all of a sudden they have a sister.
And where it's the brother.
Yeah. What happened to the brother?
What happened?
If they went through a transition, that's great.
Yeah.
But I need to know about it.
But tell me. Yeah.
Or like, with was it Saps and Secrets? I think it was also Saps and Secrets. Hey, we're just basically talking about
really don't like this book.
Like she said she doesn't like drinking.
Yeah.
But they never talked about why she doesn't like drinking.
Yeah. Why were you
like that's fine, but I'd like to know your backstory a little bit more.
Exactly.
Then I can connect with you.
Yeah.
I fear I can't connect with you if I don't know anything.
Exactly. And it's okay to have a plot hole if you are picking the plot hole up in a sequel.
Yeah.
If it's something where like someone has died and you don't expand on why, but then you're like, I'm writing a second book to tell you why that thing happened, put it in the epilogue and let me know what's coming. Or give me an excerpt from the next book.
Deaths at the end of a book are also a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
No, because then I got to wait a whole other year for you to write your book. And then I'm like, I either lost interest by the time the next book comes around.
Yeah.
Or I'm so pissed off about a character that I like dying.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You're like, I don't want to read the next
Fourth
one.
Wing, I'm looking at you. Where are you at? It's down here, actually. Fourth wing.
Along that, don't do the opposite. Don't rush your ending either. I'm okay if you need to write another 100 pages. If I'm in it at 350, I'll be in it at 450.
Yeah.
But I need to know what happened.
Yeah.
Don't rush through it.
Saying, and this happened, and this happened, this happened, the end. Huh? What happened?
Yeah.
I need a nice little bow.
Yeah. It took you 300 pages to tell me all of the story leading up to this very end, and then you want to rush through it in 50 pages.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that to me.
Don't do that. Another one you had was love triangles.
So a love triangle I'm okay with, i.e. Twilight. I'm okay with some certain love triangles when she shows interests in both the characters or he shows interest in both the characters. But I don't like the love triangles where it's like she clearly very much loves this other person and then she's like using like
the
Eli from Love Overboard.
Yeah.
I didn't like that whole situation.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
I felt that was very sad.
Yeah, for him. For
him. And I felt bad as a reader having to read this and being like, dang, I really like you as a character, man. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Like, I love that I have these because I can see if there's any on here where I'm like, yes, this one's a good love triangle. I'm not seeing any right now.
Yeah.
But basically Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight's a great example of it. Or if you are going to have a love triangle where maybe it starts out as like a crush and then kind of peters off, but there's still like an important character in the story for the plot, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, don't make them just like a random side character and
that just so happens to fall in
love and they're being used or they come in and out of the story and they're not consistent. That's not cool. A helpless woman.
No. If I'm reading a book, I'm reading a book to be entertained.
Yes.
No offense, a helpless woman makes me not entertained.
Yep.
I already feel helpless in my day-to-day life.
I'm already a helpless woman.
I'm already a helpless woman.
Read about them.
I live in the United States. I'm a helpless woman.
I'm a helpless woman.
So like I need a badass woman.
Yeah.
Someone who will kick ass both at her job and just in life in general.
Yeah.
Not someone that's going to be like, woe is me.
Yeah. Characters who constantly put themselves down are not attractive. Unless you start off, if it's kind of like that in the beginning and then they have a reawakening, that I'm sometimes okay with, but don't drag it out too long.
This one.
That book.
This book is good. Did you read this book?
I've read half of that book.
Yeah.
I don't think I finished it.
She's a good character. Evie in this book is a good female character. Like you would think she's helpless. She is not.
Not helpless.
Not helpless at all, which I really like. I'll fix that later. But yeah.
Last one I had was I'm not huge on books that are overly sexual and more fantasy. I'm not big into monster porn. I don't want tentacle fucking scenes.
See, this is where I have my questions.
I'm not huge into that. That's not my forte.
This is where I have my question because I'm not either. I will read it like if it's a good like multiple people are like this is a good book.
Yeah, if the plot's good.
Yeah,
sure.
Like in my teens, I really liked like fantasy, like werewolf and vampire stuff.
Yeah.
But it was also the day and age of Twilight.
Yes.
So it kind of made sense. But my question is, your boyfriend just bought you.
Yeah. So
Ice Planet Barbarians, which is quite literally.
it's literally fantasy porn, basically. Yeah, so my boyfriend and
there are tentacles involved.
I know. And so this is going to be a bit of a stretch for me, but it was a gift and he was trying to be sweet. So I'm going to give
Even though you have a Kindle and you could have read it for free.
This man went out and bought this book, okay?
Yeah.
Because I had mentioned it, and it's the fact that he remembered that I mentioned the book, okay? It's like remembering my coffee order.
Very sweet.
Okay, it's he was being sweet, and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to read it.
I still would have wanted a ring instead.
Well, that's a story for a different day.
Yes.
Am I still going to read it? Yes. Am I going to love it?
You might.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what
And my
happens.
question is there a difference between like a monster romance and an alien romance? Or like
Yeah.
like a fantasy romance to me, like Court of Mist and Fury, that like A Court of Thorn and Roses, that whole series.
Yeah.
He has like wings. He's a fairy. Is that where you draw the line, or
No,
is
I
it
think
like
it's-
quite literally just monsters?
I think it's the fucking not using a dick that gets me.
Hey, just so you know, the barbarian has one.
I think,
Don't worry,
I
you
think
got
that
one.
that's the thing. And I can't even say that because I've been cool with, knives and guns and all
Yeah,
the other
literally.
things. I'm fine with
I'm fine with those.
the inanimate objects are fine. I think it's the random additional body parts
Okay,
that
so
I'm
you don't
like,
watch tentacle porn, heard?
no.
That's the intro.
I do not watch tentacle porn. No, that's not.
Good, don't.
I don't plan on it. That's definitely not my thing. Or like anything involving animals, anything like that.
Ew.
If it's a werewolf and they're changing, that's fine when you're in human form.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Belle, I wouldn't fuck the beast in beast form. I'd only fuck him in man form. Does that make
I have to beg to
she
differ on that
differs
one.
in this one, but
I'm so sorry.
that's just
He
me.
was not as attractive as a real man than as Beast. I'm just saying.
fair.
Because
But yeah, no tentacle porn
No.
or animals, that.
wow,
That's my line.
no tentacle.
No
That's my
tentacle porn
line.
is my line.
Ugh, can't
Yeah.
wait for my mom to talk about this with me later.
Oh, I'm sure. Our parents do watch these.
Yeah,
Shout out mom and dad.
yeah. They. It was funny because last episode,
Mm-hmm.
I said not that I'm a disappointment to my parents, but I kind of alluded to that. And my mom, I'm watching TV upstairs, and my mom is cackling downstairs. And I was like, what is she laughing about? Because I knew she was watching this. And I go down there and I was like, what happened? And she went, you think I'm disappointed in you? And she's just
man.
freaking laughing the entire time.
It's great. They're very supportive of us, and
Yeah.
we super appreciate that.
Yes.
Do you have anything else in books that you absolutely hate or will make you put a book down?
I'm actually going to look at what I have here because this bookshelf is full of books. I've read maybe half of them.
Yeah, that's kind of how
And
mine
it's
is.
a lot of them are like from 3 years ago.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm going to read this, and then I don't.
Yeah, because she goes on book buying binges
Hey.
and then never reads the books
Oh.
that she buys.
Remind me, I need to give this to Olivia.
Oh, yeah.
It's Beast. It's an interesting book. Yeah, no, I don't have any. I feel, third act breakups.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Not a fan of
Not
that.
a fan of those. Or like any miscommunication whatsoever.
Yep.
Where quite literally either a text or a simple phone call could fix all your problems.
Yeah.
And you just don't do it.
Yeah, we got a little bit of that in Love Overboard, where it's like if y'all would have actually like sat down and communicated, that
As a
book
unit.
never would have been written, but because they would have never had the problems they
No.
had. But even after getting on the boat, if they would have sat down and had like a real heart-to-heart conversation, things would have been different. But people don't do that. People don't communicate very well.
No. And any the third act breakups, I'm like, what was the point?
Yeah,
I know they're gonna get back together. What was the point?
yeah,
There was no point in this.
yeah. Again, unless you're writing a sequel,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you make it clear you're writing a sequel,
Mm-hmm.
and then things happen in the sequel, I might hang on for that.
Hang on, Betsy. Hang on. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. We love you guys. Happy belated 4th, because you'll be seeing this later.
Probably.
We will not be drinking 250 beers
Hell no.
this weekend, so we'll.
Considering we both work.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
both work for most of the weekend, but we'll be praying for your livers.
As Katniss says.
Yeah.
For your livers.
For your livers.
Ooh, I don't know how to whistle. Bye.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.